Welcome students of class 12. This is my first class to you, and today I will discuss on the chapter that is P block element from part 1 of your chemistry syllabus. Now the group P block element contains the group of element from group 13 to group 18. Now in previous class we have already completed group 13 and 14. Now in present syllabus we have to study from group 15 to group 18. Now the group 15 is the nitrogen group, group 16 is oxygen group, 17 the halides, and 18 the noble gases. Now for today we will discuss on the group 15. So group 15, the group members: nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and bismuth. So nitrogen generally found in N2, that is in gaseous form, phosphorus solid form and it is tetraatomic, arsenic also in solid form in tetraatomic, Sb is also tetraatomic, bismuth is monoatomic. So nitrogen is solid, and except nitrogen all are in solid. General electronic configuration: NH2, NP3. So here the covalency is observed equal to 3 for the lower atomic number, and 5 is equal to for the higher atomic number by using the d orbital. Next, so atomic number: nitrogen 7, phosphorus 15, arsenic 33, antimony 51, bismuth 83. So bismuth comes under the metal. Nitrogen, phosphorus are non-metal. Arsenic, antimony metalloids, and bismuth is metal. So these are the physical state of the elements. Now the occurrence of the element. So nitrogen is found in nature in gaseous form, that is in air, and also in the different compounds, that is in the fertilizers and some proteins, etc. Now phosphorus also found in different compound in different ore, that is phosphorate, fluorapatite, chlorapatite, etc. These are the sources of phosphorus, and except these, arsenic, antimony and bismuth all are found in very low quantity in earth crust. So these are the occurrence of the group 15 element. Next, physical properties of group 15 element. Under the physical properties, we have to study the atomic radius or boiling point, melting point, etc. So physical properties. So under physical property, we have to study the ionization enthalpy. So ionization enthalpy of group 15 element is greater than that of the group 14 element, because as from left to right along a period, there the electronegativity is increases, and also the ionization enthalpy or ionization potential also increases, and down the group the ionization potential is decreases, because as the atomic number increases, so the metallic radius or the ionic radius or atomic radius is increases, and also the ionization potential decreases. Next point, that is ionic radius. Now if we follow the trend, that is ionic radius for the first 3 members has a tendency to form 3 minus, that is N3 minus, phosphorus 3 minus, arsenic 3 minus. But the last 2 members, that is antimony and bismuth, as they are metallic in nature, so they have a tendency to form the metallic radius, that is cationic radius. So there is a large difference in their metallic radius. For example, nitrogen found in radius as 171, phosphorus 212, and arsenic is equal to 222, but the latter two, that is antimony, that is 76, and bismuth is equal to 103. This is because the tendency of the last two member to form metallic character. So the question is, where there is a large jump from atomic radius from arsenic to antimony. So the answer will be, there's the first member, that is the arsenic, forms arsenic 3 minus, that is it is anionic radius, but for antimony it is Sb3 plus, it is cationic radius. So cationic radius is always less than that of the anionic radius. Next one, electronegativity. Nitrogen is maximum electronegative in the group, and the least electronegative is the bismuth. Now melting point of the elements, that is nitrogen, phosphorus and arsenic. So phosphorus has a higher melting point than nitrogen, and arsenic also has the higher melting point and a huge change in the melting point than the nitrogen and phosphorus, because arsenic comes under the metallic character. So here melting point is increases. But in case of phosphorus, here one active factor, that is van der Waals force, than nitrogen. As the van der Waals force for phosphorus is greater, so here melting point is increases. So the data is for nitrogen, melting point data of nitrogen is equal to 63 degree, but phosphorus is equal to 317 degree. It is due to van der Waals force. Greater van der Waals force in case of phosphorus. Next, allotropy. Except nitrogen and bismuth, all the other members shows allotropy. Next, metallic character increases from upper to lower, that is bismuth is metallic and nitrogen is non-metallic. So metallic character increases from top to bottom. Right? So electronegativity, metallic character, allotropy and ionization enthalpy, these are under the physical properties. Now next point, that is what is chemical properties. So under the chemical properties, first point is the valency. What is the valency? That is the distribution of electrons in the compound formation, or the arrangement of electron in the molecular orbital. It is known as valency. Now from the general electronic configuration, that is NH2, NP3, here the 3 covalency is generally observed, and it is found in the lower member, that is nitrogen. But as nitrogen is devoid of d orbital, so it cannot expand its valency, but the maximum valency for nitrogen is observed equal to 4 in the compound NH4Cl. What happens here? Here 3 lone electron will make bond pair, and the lone electron of nitrogen is shared, that is making coordinate covalent bond. So here 3 and this one. So here maximum covalency is observed for nitrogen is equal to 4 in the compound NH4Cl. But for the less member, there is the covalency is observed, that is equal to 5 or 6 for the higher member. For example, PCl5, ASCl5, PF6 minus, SPF6 minus, there the maximum covalency is observed. Now multiple bonding is observed for the members like phosphorus, where the alkyl group, examples of like R3P double bond O, here R is equal to alkyl group. Here multiple bonding is observed and for the phosphorus. Now the oxidation state is maximum for nitrogen. Here nitrogen shows oxidation state from -3 to +5. Nitrogen oxidation state is -3 to +5. Phosphorus -3, +3 and +5. And the rest member, that is arsenic, antimony and bismuth, shows +3 and +5 oxidation state. So these are the oxidation state. Nitrogen -3 to +5. So here huge varieties of oxidation state is found in case of nitrogen. As nitrogen having different or huge number of different compounds, so here maximum valency is observed. Next, that is for the higher member. For the higher member, that is for bismuth, air, etc. Here, due to the inert pair effect, here valency is less than 2 units than expected group valency. So for the higher member, that is bismuth or the antimony, here the inert pair effect is followed, and here the valency is 2 units less than that of the previous one. So here questions come, that is why bismuth 5 is strong oxidant than antimony 5. Bismuth 5 is more strong oxidant than antimony 5. This is because here is the large tendency to form bismuth 3 because of inert pair effect. So here it is a strong oxidant for bismuth. Next point, that is hydride formation. So what is hydride? That is the compounds of the group elements with hydride, with hydrogen. Hydride. So generally it is NH3, PH3. These are the general hydrides. General hydrides, some preparation of hydrides, that is for example, how NH3 is prepared. NH3 is prepared by magnesium nitrides plus water. Magnesium nitride plus water forming magnesium of hydroxide plus NH3. Mg3H2 plus 6H2O3. In the same way, calcium phosphide, Ca3P2 plus 6H2O 3 CaOH2 plus pH3. This is the general preparation of nitrogen, that is ammonia and phosphine. So next, what is the geometry? Geometry, that is, it is of tetrahedral and comes with such kind of geometry, right? So here it is pyramidal in nature. Next, the hybridization is sp3. So hybridization sp3, tetrahedral and pyramidal in nature, and examples are NH3 and PH3. Another one, that is hydrides are dia N2H4, that is hydrazine. Hydrazine N2H4. Here two NH2 units are joined by covalent bonding. Here two NH2 units are joined by covalent bonding. This is known as hydrazine, and it is prepared by NH3 plus NaOCl, sodium oxychloride. NH3 plus sodium oxychloride producing N2H4 plus NaCl plus H2O. It is the preparation of hydrazine. Uses of it: uses in polymer chemistry, fertilizers, etc. So these are the hydrides. In the next class we will discuss on the some more chemical properties. Thank you.